Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and this is Unity Consciousness. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'd like to welcome our new subscribers and also thank those of you who are returning for this week's energy update. Let's jump right in. Before we get started, I do want to thank our hosts here at Rivershire Retreat on the banks of the Boardman River here in northern Michigan. It is just so wonderful to be here. And it kicks off a week of a healing journey of sorts for us all. So I welcome you to settle in as we watch the water traversing the Boardman River. Today, later today, or early tomorrow, depending on where you live, the sun is going to enter the sign of Pisces. Pisces is a mutable water sign of intuition, creativity, healing and compassion. These will be easy to come by during this Pisces season. Be aware, however, that goes hand in hand with the sun in Pisces to disconnect from reality and or practice escapism if things are a bit challenging. So be sure that self-care is a priority for you during this Pisces time. On Tuesday of this week, we've got some really great energy. It only comes around about every 15 years, so this is a date that we definitely want to circle on our calendar. We've got Chiron is going to conjunct the North Node in the sign of Aries. This is beautiful energy for healing. It's karmic, fated healing. As I mentioned, this happens about every 15 years. However, the last time we saw the North Node and Chiron conjunct in the sign of Aries was back in 1969. At that time, we also saw, shortly thereafter, a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. We will be experiencing that as well this year, closer to the eclipse season in April. Could it be that this week the healing comes in? Or an opportunity that introduces us to healing that's connected to that new beginning in April, clearing things away that no longer serve a purpose so that we can reach our greatest good. We need to step away from that South Node energy of codependency, giving too much to others without accepting enough for ourselves, and truly step into the North Node of Aries, which is understanding who you are from the inside out, living and rooted in who you are, not in a self-centered kind of way, but centered in the self. Then on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on, again, where you live, the cosmic lovers, Venus and Mars, will conjunct in the sign of Aquarius. This is very interesting cosmic love energy. The cosmic lovers meet freedom, rebellion, and truth of Aquarius. So I see this as traditional love or the boundaries of love being expanded to include an element of experimentation, freedom, rebellion. That essence will be certainly around in relationships. I really like this. It's kind of a groovy energy. I dig it. It's pretty fun. Should be cool. Then on Friday, we have Mercury is going to enter the sign of Pisces. I really like this energy as well. Communications and thoughts are more intuitive and creative. We're definitely coming from a place of compassion when we speak and communicate. Our mind, our thoughts are all about Piscean energy, intuition, higher consciousness, if you will. There's definitely a depth to our communications, and we are easily rooted in consciousness. Be mindful here also of the escapism. So if there's a conversation that's had that you need to pull away from or get away from and practice some self-care, please do so. If you begin to feel overwhelmed, just be mindful. Be mindful and practice safe self-care for yourself. Then on Saturday of this week, we have a full moon in the sign of Virgo at 5 degrees. Virgo is ruled by the sign, by Mercury, by planet Mercury. Mercury happens to be conjunct the sun opposite the moon. It is a full moon, so the moon and the sun are opposite sides of the sky. So Mercury on the opposite side of the sky, conjunct the sun, is also there with Saturn. So you've got Saturn, the sun, and Mercury in the sign of Pisces opposing the moon in the sign of Virgo. We're being asked to let something go. This is a full moon. Virgo is all about details and discernment, health, daily rituals, and Pisces is the intuition, compassion. We spoke about that a little bit earlier. So the axis here is all about work, service, what to give, what to hold, when to give, when to not, and not getting lost in the details of all of that. Now, at the same time, Jupiter is playing a valuable role for us at the time of this full moon. It is going to sextile the sun and trine the moon, expanding on optimism. Jupiter's in the sign of Taurus, giving us a feeling of stability. I love this energy. Because Saturn is conjunct the sun, I expect that there will be some ownership that comes up. We're going to need to take ownership. Could be a difficult conversation because Mercury and the sun and Saturn are across from the moon, that very emotional Virgo moon. There could be an emotional conversation that has to be had where we're required to take ownership of something. It won't be difficult to do. And like I said, with Jupiter's trine and sextile here, it really gives us a very optimistic outlook with regard to anything that we have to let go of. And I also believe, because Saturn's here, the long-term goals are definitely worth whatever is closing out. These are very, very hopeful closures, breakthroughs, and healing. And it is okay to let go of what no longer serves you, especially if it's rooted in South Node energy with Chiron conjuncting the North Node. Well, that's all I have for you this week. My lovely host here at Rivershire has this beautiful oracle deck. It's called Divine Nature. Let's see if I can get it on camera for you. There we go. It's just beautiful. Art is by Greg Splenka, and it's written by Angie Sullins. When she was deciding which card to pull, she had decided on 2 cards. Now, my dear friend and host is a Gemini, so we can expect that a Gemini is going to pick 2 cards for us this week. The first card is called Hold Your Ground. Let's see what the book has to say. No is a necessary magic. Use it often to free the bound, liberate the oppressed, and honor the sacred within yourself. Do not be swayed by achievement, approval, or the secondary satisfaction of pleasing others. Think of your truth as a delicate being inside of you that deserves fierce protection. Once you have admitted the truth inside of you, it's time to embody it by speaking it and allowing it to be protected by the ferocity of self-kindness. To thine own self be true. Learning to hold our ground and protect our precious resources makes all our relationships more authentic, even if some of them die off in the process. And the secret irony hiding inside your willingness to say no is that it allows your yes to be more resolute and ecstatic. And then the other card she pulled, which I love this card too. This one has tones, in my opinion, of Pisces. Let's read what the book has to say. Kuan Yin was the mother of compassion, but many of us forget to include ourselves in her radiant example of loving kindness. Human beings are hardwired for both love and struggle, and one of the best ways to practice resilience between the two is through self-compassion. This moment is asking you to focus onto yourself, all the patience, support, and love you keep giving everyone else. Put your arms around your inner self with all the gentleness you can muster, and consider this. You are the only you in the entire universe. You deserve to experience love from the inside out, independent of what the world offers or takes away. Nothing can change your inherent value. It's golden. Treasure it with kind thoughts. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please do click the like button. If you would like to co-create with me, please do share this video with others. If you have any comments or suggestions, please post them in the comment section below. I hope you have a fabulous week. Full moon in Virgo. Let go of something that no longer serves your greatest good. And it is my hope that we are blessed with whatever that happens to be being shown to us when Chiron conjuncts the North Node in Aries. Have a fabulous week. Namaste.